If only they knew why a young man in Nairobi always carried a broken phone in his hand, people would have looked at him very differently. To strangers, he looked poor, lost, and stuck in time. But hidden in that cracked screen was a story that could change the way we all look at life, family, and success. In the bustling heart of Nairobi, where tall buildings shadowed the dusty streets, there lived a young man named Kato. He was no ordinary man, but most people could not see beyond his torn shirt and his quiet footsteps. He used to be the pride of his community, the first in his family to enter university, a bright mind full of dreams. Yet one decision, one betrayal, and one tragedy left him with nothing but that broken phone, the last memory of his late mother who always believed in him. Kato's story began with hope. His mother, Mama Njeri, worked day and night selling vegetables in the open market. She dreamed of her son becoming an engineer, someone who could build bridges not just of steel but of opportunity for others. Never forget where you come from, Kato, she always reminded him, placing her weathered hand on his shoulder. And Kato promised her that he would rise and lift others along with him. But life in the city was harsh. Temptation surrounded him, friends who lived fast lives, shortcuts that seemed easier, promises of quick money. Kato soon drifted away from his mother's words, chasing after the glitter of nightclubs and friends who only stayed while his pocket was full. His studies suffered, his discipline broke, and when his mother fell sick, he was too deep in his own mistakes to notice. By the time he returned home, her chair at the market was empty. The broken phone she had used to call him endlessly was now his only reminder of the voice he ignored. Years passed, and Kato's life spiraled downward. His once close friends vanished, the city that promised him dreams now swallowed him whole. He became a shadow, sitting by bus stations, holding that cracked phone, replaying the only voicemail he had left from Mama Njeri, "My son, no matter where you go, don't forget who you are. You are bigger than your mistakes." One afternoon, as Nairobi bustled with noise, Kato noticed a young boy crying near the street corner. The boy held school books, and bullies had just torn them apart. Without thinking, Kato picked up the scattered papers and handed them back. The boy looked at him with teary eyes and asked, "Uncle, why are you sitting here every day with that broken phone?" Kato sighed, but for the first time in years, he told someone his story. He spoke about mistakes, regret, and a mother's love. The boy listened, wide-eyed, and said, "Then don't just sit here, uncle. Teach me. Show me how to not make the same mistakes." Months later, a local teacher saw what Kato was doing and invited him to speak at a community center. Nervous but determined, he stood before a crowd and told them his story, raw, unfiltered, and powerful. He spoke of pride, loss, mistakes, and redemption. His voice trembled, but when he ended, silence filled the hall. And then, applause thundered. People cried. Some parents hugged their children tighter. And many young men in that room whispered to themselves, "I won't waste my second chance." The lesson spread like fire. From being the forgotten son of Nairobi, Kato became a symbol of resilience and second chances. He did not become an engineer of bridges, as his mother dreamed, but something greater, an engineer of souls, building bridges between broken lives and hopeful futures. And so, the man with the broken phone was no longer pitied. He was respected. His story became a reminder for everyone in Nairobi, and beyond, that no mistake is final, and no failure is the end, as long as we remember where we came from, and who we are meant to become. Because sometimes, the most broken among us carry the most powerful lessons.